Hi everyone, you found what to play next. Bring everything that is awesome in gaming. So this is Ultima Serpent Isle. This was a phenomenon way back in the day. Richard Garriott was an incredible programmer, and what he used to do was write a new engine for every game. Wait, a bottle. Okay, so that's one thing that we wanted. It's a clue. I can't help but think this strange bottle must be a clue to the identity of Monitor's traitor. Perhaps if we can find whom this bottle doth belong to, we shall find the traitor. So he would put these together in this alternate universe called Caesarea. And every time we went back to Caesarea, we'd have a quest, a main objective. And there were nothing but side quests, so it was so cool. You would just do absolutely nothing but run around solving these villagers' problems and being their spiritual guide. Now, this time through it was a little bit different because while Britannia was in trouble, what happened is they went back to, oh god, he finally has a weapon. Ayala was fighting barehand, which was a little embarrassing. We always had the same companions, but it was different engines, so it was always a different experience. You can sell things, you can do the traditional looting, and so on. But when you go in, what's important are the citizens. So you have nothing but side quests. It's literally just side quests. You have to talk to the villagers to find out what's going on, and they'll eventually lead you to the ending of each main quest, which will then, solve whatever thing is troubling the land, basically. So I can sell these off for a decent amount. Those aren't worth too much, and so on. Oh no, don't be dead, Iolo. Don't be dead, dude. Okay. Can he eat? Can I heal him that way? Oh, I have bandages. That's what I can do. So it has every aspect of traditional gaming, and he would just update it until, it worked, until it just worked for everybody. So constant state of improvement. Really just an incredible programmer, and everybody would get excited. His main claim to fame? What is this? There's a bowl and there's nothing in it? This is nonsense. Hold on, I want to put something in it and see what happens. Okay, so what happens. My curiosity is assuaged. Hello. Hello, wake up. You technically can't get separated from your companion, so he will eventually just show back up. Oh my gosh, I do not want to fight with you. I literally just fought my way through you. So we have Zenkin monks, and we're in a new place. We're not in Britannia. I just fought my way through you too. Stay dead. We have these goblins, and then we have, our usual citizens here, who are in a place where they ran away from Lord British. So our main man, Lord British, who stayed behind and ruled Britannia, a parallel universe with magic, which is very science-based, isn't particularly popular here, so that's tough. We are really used to being, a spiritual leader. We're used to having that. We don't. So that just is what it is. We just sprang out of jail, for instance, because people didn't recognize us as the avatars. We had to go through all of these things to, get them out of there. So we're just acting as a normal peasant here. Obviously we kick butt and take names, but we're acting as a normal peasant here, and this is nothing but side quests. That was what was so interesting about Ultima, was he had stumbled upon this formula where he was one of the first to give his NPCs day and night cycles. Way back in, I think, Ultima 3, you could actually follow somebody at night, and they would go out to a tree where they'd hidden a magic hammer. That was back before you became the spiritual leader, so you were able to go and get the hammer. And it was this incredible weapon that helped you beat the game. So it was just an Easter egg, you didn't have to do it. But that was how he introduced you to everything that he was bringing to gaming. He wouldn't force you to do it, but you would have all these little Easter eggs and stories that you could follow. You can look in the chests, you can pick locks, you can go through secret doors, and just really see what's going on. So we're looking for Aolo's wife, Bueno. Each of the cities has different coins, so it suggests how large the divisions are. Right now I'm looking for the mayor. It's probably at lunch or something annoying. They have their own, oh gosh, H-O-B-L-I, G-O-B, Goblin, Goblin War Drum. Okay, so that's a Goblin War Drum. I did actually just pick one of those up. They use the Anglo-Saxon runic alphabet. And each game would come with the other thing that I had going for it is each game would come with a cloth map and its own codex. So you had to translate the letters and you could look up where you were going on this cloth map. Gave it this edge of realism that only TTRPG even tried for. So you could loot and, well, not technically shoot, it was magic, but, and so on, your way through everything. But at the end of the day, it was still going to be, you know, some pretty hardcore D&D here. That turned out to be a traitor, so you can look through her stuff and see, you know, like her life, see what's going on, see if you can find any evidence. She has some seals, that's nothing weird. A candle. Really nothing to suggest that she was going to turn on us. This is sleeping powder, that's a little bit different. This is 4 monetary, that's ours now. Just taking that. What? And then a cloth, which is normal. She was a tattoo artist, so. Some basic letter opener, parchment, quill. Nothing really insane to suggest, you know, what she was going to do, which was poison us. And we had to get our boy Iola out of jail. So we've been running all around the countryside, and like I said, it's nothing but side quests. One side quest will lead you to another, and you'll eventually be able to resolve everything if you just stay involved in these people's lives. Was a wild pro. You can interact with a lot of things in surprising ways. Play a game of darts. Really just want the mayor here. I wonder if he's in the crypt. There are only a couple places he goes. Oh, and then I was wanted at the list field also. I reminded myself. Before I signed off last time to get back there before noon. How do I get in here again? I go up the stairs. He did a lot of work with the levels, so that was really interesting. Where it really, he did the layering along with a whole lot of people. That's weird. That's probably, I would assume, equipment of some sort. Oh, that's how you spectate at the tourney field. I have a challenge, so how do I get to my challenge? You can walk on walls, stuff like that. So where the cutoffs were, how gravity worked, he cut a lot of that out, or he would use it. How do I get in here? That lets me up into the stands. Oh, there's the stairs right there. Okay. So a little bit tough to navigate, but not too bad. You just kind of had to keep your eyes open, and it was totally worth it. How am I supposed to get to this woman if this is locked? Maybe I can talk to her from here. So I did challenge one of the women to a duel of sorts. Nothing major, just, you know, the usual stuff that you go through when you have a banquet thrown in your honor. And now I have to get her to come open the door so that I can fight with her, or else she'll call me a coward. Which isn't that big of a deal. I do already have my chum Ilo here, but there's a traitor in town, and they're an insular group, so we do want to stay on their good side. Where is she? There she is. Hail, knight! Hail, knight! Hey, woman. Hail, knight! That's odd. Why isn't it letting me talk to her? So, as far as logistics go, this is about as bad as it gets, quote-unquote. Move. Watch out. Not in your way. Kindly step aside. I'm trying to duel with you here, honey. She's already facing off against somebody else. Stand aside, I'm practicing. So they're really just not going to let you do that until it's time. You can sleep it off. They do let you do that. This was our banquet hall. So, we had, like, all sorts of victuals and stuff like that. When they indoctrinated us into the knighthood. The fun and interesting thing about Ultima was that you could do literally anything with it. So you can conceivably cook the bread. If you have, I don't think I can do that in this particular stove. But what you do is you use the dough on a heated surface. So you put the dough down, you would gather water, and then you would use the water on the dough that would make the dough square. You would then put the dough into the oven, and it actually makes bread. So you can make money that way in the original game by selling the bread and so on. You started off as a pauper. They start you off with more money this time because you're supposed to have traveled from the previous game. We didn't really get a chance to do that because so much had happened that we just skipped and then started over. We do have the extension, the Black Gate, and so on, but we kind of wanted to get you guys going on to the next one. So we cut some corners and just skipped ahead. But beautiful attention to detail, little pieces of soundtrack mix in with each of the locations. And right now we are trying to report to traders, so the only thing we want in this crazy, crazy world is to find the mayor. Little bit of wandering around, little bit. We meet again, the Bard. Welcome to the Wolf Command. It's good to have thee as one of us. Congratulations on receiving your knighthood. This isn't the best place for my camera. Found a brown bottle. What clear thinking, the Bard. Now I understand the wisdom of the test of knighthood when it proclaimed thee a member of our command. Surely this proves Craig's innocence, for he is not a drinking man. 'Tis certainly a unique bottle, unlike common ale bottles. If I were thee, I would take this to Luther and confront him. I've always suspected him, and a drunkard like him might well drop a bottle in the woods. Charges against Craig are serious. Simply because the man is different does not make him a criminal. He's not the traitor. I would not be surprised to find that one of the bears did play traitor to their own command. Inspect closely the actions of Luther. He's not to be trusted. He's a braggart and buffoon. He thinks he shall be the next companion knight, but he's never beaten me. Was Lydia the traitor? I find it hard to believe that any member of my command could be a traitor. How could she betray the patrol? She was a tattoo artist, not a warrior. Still, Luther is the most likely suspect. Continue on thy quest. As thy commander, I order it. I do not pretend to know what happened in the knighthood dungeon. It sounds more like wizardry or goblin mischief. Dost those have enemies in the city of mages, Bard? Hast thou been to Moonshade? Lord Marston may want to believe the traitor hath been caught, but I do not believe it. Interesting. What shall we speak? Thou dost feel like a skirmish. Be happy to meet thee on the list field. I often give lessons in combat, and are likely to learn in a couple rounds. And if thou dost meet me in barracks next midnight, I shall teach thee another way to spar. My room is at the corner of Costrick and Roland Street. My goodness! So you do get proposition. It's not meant poorly. So, to see again well met, how shall I aid thee? Thou didst find evidence in the wood. Good thinking. Had thou only been a bear, not a wolf. I know not of bottles. I might ask Lucilla. Perhaps Craig the provisioner? Perhaps Luther is right. As a provisioner, Craig could obtain any kinds of bottles. This really isn't helping, clear him, per se. He doesn't look like he's interested in that. So we can, after we speak with the mayor, go and talk to the provisioner, which we might as well at this point. Greetings, sir. Sir. 'Tis a pleasure to see thee. As Lord of Monitor, I am always at thy service. I did find a brown bottle. Leave me with the dirty bottle. Doth look like it's been lying in the woods for a week. Is he the traitor? That's insanity. I wish I had taken that to the provisioner first. So we had a tip on the goblins up in the woods, and we did find evidence, but then it was confiscated. So that's crazy. Hold on. Let me talk to him and see what he says. Hello again, knight. So our comrade of that Luther, I know he's no friend of mine. Suspicious of me for no reason that I happen to, take a walk in the woods. Walks in the woods. I take long walks. What's wrong with that? Collect many things. Also accuse me. Reasons my own. There's someone else who's very clever. Is it a goblin or man? He was not a goblin. Okay, interesting. So basically we want to talk to Luther now and find out more there. But it's cute and it's interesting. Like I said, nothing but side quests. So you get a piece, it gets taken away. You get another piece, it gets taken away. But eventually it does drive you down the path to where you'll find, for instance, Batlin, who Lord British sent you here to arrest, essentially, or stop, at least. I suppose violent means, if necessary. So that's, if you click on them, they'll tell you their names and so on. It doesn't matter if you do get a little sidetracked and so on. They definitely encourage that. So you can spend time becoming a baker. Yeah, they took over, like I said, they did a lot of the mechanics for things like crafting. You can train. In fact, that's encouraged. It's a Templar, Shazana. Shazana's supposed to fight us. I don't know what's going on with her. And so on. So we love you guys. We love that you're always along for the ride. It's link in the description below if you do want to play along. Also down there is Gamer Grind. Gamer Coffee shipped to your door. Put your logo on merch, or you can support the Pirate Queen. What to Play Next has an awesome logo. You can slap that on anything if you want to buy a sticker. There's coffee mugs, t-shirts, etc. We love when you guys send people to us. You're the best. We love hanging out with you. So definitely smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell. It'll pop up a little thumbnail if you're following along to see what's awesome about Britannia and Caesarea and the parallel worlds, you know, that they bring to life. Then I'm sure that you're having a great time following the series. We do a couple other ones. We're just finishing up Shadowrun. We just started Van Helsing. And Witcher 3 brought a lot to the table. We're really studying gameplay. So we want you to be able to know what kind of game you like the best, what kind of game you like the most. And that's really important as far as, you know, when we're explaining interface and stuff like that. So while you're hanging out, hopefully you're getting that. Feel free to, you know, drop us a comment below. Also down there is coffee, QFI, buy this chick coffee, $1, make me smile. Or Patreon. So if you're more like, you like the Twitch streams style of supporting us, you can subscribe to us on Patreon. It's $5 and you can get some background information. So as much or as little as you want on fantasy books, movies, and then obviously gaming. We've been in it for literally ever. So we love you guys. We love that you're always along for it. We have to figure out where Luther is, which we can do off screen. Smash the subscribe button. Stay safe. Game on. And we will see you in the next video.